consort. Her name was Queen Julia Kapiolani. She was born on the island of Maui, but hanai or adopted by her family on the island of Kauai. So from an infant until of course she became a young Hawaiian princess, she was raised on the island of Kauai. She eventually married our last king when he was still a prince, David Kalakaua. But when he became king, of course, they lived in the palace in downtown Honolulu. And Queen Kapiolani returned to her home island of Kauai. And in this chant, she did just that. She went to Kauai first, and then she went to the forbidden island of Niihau. And some 200 years, almost about 180 or 90 years has passed since the queen died. And still in the 21st century, that's the only way. You have to go to Kauai first, drive across the island to the western shore of Waimea, Kekaha, Kauai, and then catch a board a barge and go across the channel to the island of Niihau. Again, this chant honors our last queen consort, Queen Julia Kapiolani, and e ho'i ke aloha I Niihau. Ma kaukau.
Ai, e ho'i ke aloha I Niihau. E ho'i.
E ho'i te aloha I Niihau e a, tawa I huna o ka pā o e a e.
E ho'i.
E ho'i te aloha I Niihau e a, tawa I huna o ka pā o e a e.
Oluhua.
Ka uluhua I taha papa e, me ke ko elia o halali I e a e.
Oluhua.
Ka uluhua I taha papa e, me ke ko elia o halali I e a e. A ia,
Aia.
a ia ni hoa pā hope e, I ka lauha papa I ke kai e a e.
Aia.
A ia ni hoa pā hope e, I ka lauha papa I ke kai e a e. O ka la,
Kala.
o ka la, vela, vela, I ke kula e, huli aku ke o I kaua I e a e.
Kala.
O ka la, vela, vela, I ke kula e, huli aku ke o I kaua I e a e. Haina,
Haina.
haina ka puara o tawahine e, ke kui ni pi ola ni he inoa e a e.
Haina hau.
Haina ka puara o tawahine e, ke kui ni pi ola ni he inoa e a e. E ala,
E ala.
ha e ala, ha e ala e a, a ha e ia e. He
Inoa no Kapiolani.
Hey, Inoa no Kapiolani, in honor of our last queen consort, Mai Kai. Mahalo, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Before we continue, costuming is very important to these dances. And usually the first dance, the first chant that is performed is usually the most important. And thus, we honor a past queen who was raised on the island of Kauai, and the color for the island of Kauai is purple. Thus, the colors our dancers wear. Our hula maidens in the papu top and skirt, hello. Our two young kane, on your left is Kahalika, on your right is Kaihukai, and they wear the loincloth or malo, which was everyday wear for the kane, for the men in ancient Hawaii. The adornments or lei was also used for hula in old Hawaii, with one exception. Commoners were not allowed to wear lei unless they belonged to a halau hula or hula school, then of course they wore lei to perform, as leis were reserved for the ruling class, or chiefly in royal families. Their bodies decorated with kukui nuts, and the lei kukui is a very common kind of lei in modern Hawaii. Their lepo'o, or head lei, made out of a very durable fern, and we use durable natural fibers because they last a long time. These leis are over 3 weeks old, and they'll last another. We've honored one queen, one member of the many different Hawaiian royal families. Our gentlemen are going to do for you a mele, a chant that's not very old. It was written in the mid-1970s. Back then, exactly in 1976, but prior to that, a double-hulled voyaging canoe named the Hokulea was built, and it sailed its maiden voyage out of Honolulu to Tahiti and back to retrace the voyage of what was believed to be the first Hawaiians that settled here hundreds of years ago. So there was quite a big fan. Uki make kaula, uki me kalau, uki make kaula, uki me kalau, wa mai ka makani e, o hokule a e hoki. Uki make kaula, uki me kalau, uki make kaula, uki me kalau, wa mai ka makani e, o hokule a pa, po ai, po ai na a e, po ai na a e. La I tava a e ho kele po lole o kule a e po ai na a e po ai na a e la I tava a e ho kele po lole o kule a e pa I mino hai mino na pe aru ha e he ke ala po no hai mino na pe aru ha e he ke ala po no ku aku I ka aina e me ka lena kila e hai mino na pe aru ha e he ke ala po no hai mino na pe aru ha e he ke ala po no ku aku I ka aina e me ka lena kila e me ka lena kila e
He inoa no lava kaulua.
He inoa no lava a kaulua for our voyaging canoe. Mai kai. Olo. Maile is going to do for you a song that tells about a very fragrant leaf called the maile that was woven into a lei especially for her hair. A maile for your hair has a special meaning. It's a sweet aloha made with love and care. From mountains kissing the dew near the ridge of heaven, I have brought this my love for you. Oh, my lei, fashioned by the sun, beauty just for you, my lovely one. Oh, my lei for your hair is a crown of glory. It's the sweetest story just for you, my lovely one. All my love for your hair is a crown of glory. It's the sweetest story of my love for you. My love for you. Ladies and gentlemen, our lovely Kiani Maile and Maile for your hair. Our lovely Mahina returns, and she does for you a song that is very nostalgic, very popular tune with our island visitors. Many of them have heard this song. Many of them can sing the words. So if you know the words, may hila hila as a Hawaiian say, don't be shy, sing along with us. Night and you and blue Hawaii, the night is heavenly and you are heaven to me. Lovely you and blue Hawaii, with all this loveliness, there should be love. So won't you come with me while the moon is on the sea? The night is young, and so are we, so are we. Dreams come true in blue Hawaii, and mine will all come true. This magic night of nights with you, so won't you come with me while the moon is on the sea? The night is young, and so are we, so are we. Dreams come true in blue Hawaii, and mine will all come true. This magic night of nights with you, and mine will all come true. This magic night of nights with you. I love you, Mahina, that old favorite blue Hawaii. Mahalo. The whole gang returns. Our gentlemen join their hula sisters. And of course, our ladies are always dressed in another very traditional Hawaiian hula costume called the la'i, or tea leaf skirt. Those plants surrounding our princess's statue over there are what the ladies wear. Of course, these leaves, those plants are very, very young. So the leaves haven't grown quite this large. The ladies come together, the leaves at my house, and then take them home to fashion their hula skirt. We always, the yellow and white frangipani is the flower for the hula dancer. They hold in their hand a hollowed out gourd. It is called the ipu. And in old Hawaii, the ipu was primarily used to store food and water, traditionally to keep the beat and to perform our island dances, the hula. They do for you a song about a place we're in this evening called the Waikiki Hula. Waikiki ea, Alo ai kiki e a kale a ke kai na pai ho kamakani love mali e a ke Allah o na o kalipoa pai ho kamakani love mali e a ke Allah o na o kalipoa kaulana ko inoa e na malihini ka apuni ko nani puni ka honua kaulana ko inoa e na malihini e a ka apuni ko nani puni ka honua hole ahuni aku nana Yaka mandai la ea Ike ika nani Honolulu Liatu nana Yaka mandai la ea Ike ika nani Honolulu Hana Haina ia mai He na tapua na ea He aloha ia no A o mai kiki ea Haina ia mai Ana kapua na ea He aloha ia no A o mai kiki ea For the shores of Waikiki Mahalo. The next hula, entitled Papalina Lahi Lahi, translates to mean those dainty cheeks. And in this song, those dainty cheeks are kissed or sprayed by the mist of our ocean. This song, another very traditional hula, taught to many students or haumana of our island dances. And you too, ladies and gentlemen, if you were to take the hula or take lessons, you too would probably learn how to dance this song. Papalina Lahi Lahi, those dainty cheeks.
Hello, papalina lahi lahi, ika holo bulu mauiala, ika hune o ke kai.
And they say their love goes out to you, you with those soft and dainty cheeks that are sprayed by the mist of our cool, clear ocean. Why do you wait, they say, as I call and beckon to you? For you look so fresh as those flowers I have just picked. Havi la maike po'otai e ahano ikaula o sabula la leana. There is much love and beauty in me, from the top of my head to the tips of my toes. But still, why do you wait? Don't you like what you see? Haina mai kapuana la o papalina lahi lahi. Haina ho kapuana la e aloha lauia oe. The Haina verse brings us to the end of our story. About you, my sweetheart, with those sparkling eyes, our love goes out to you. Haina ho. Haina mai kapuana la o papalina lahi lahi. Haina ho kapuana la e aloha lauia oe. lahi-lahi with those dainty cheeks. Mahalo, mahalo. Taking 2 stalks from the ohe or bamboo plant, cutting them to a certain length, sanding, then splitting that stalk, we create another hula implement called the pu'ili. This song takes us to the western shore of this island of Oahu, to the coast of Waianae and the Waianae mountain range. There in those mountains, you will find Oahu's highest mountain, named Mount Ka'ala. The title of this song, Nani Ka'ala, translates to mean so beautiful or lovely is Mount Ka'ala. But in this song, in this mele, our dancers also take you on a very short trip to some of the different districts of this island of Oahu. From Mount Ka'ala, they go up through Nu'uanu Valley to the Pali Lookout, where they feel the cool breezes that blow there. Then over the Ko'olau mountain range to a little town called Kailua, where they go fishing for the ulua fish. And then finally to see the bamboo forest in the valley of Waiahole. So lovely is Mount Ka'ala or Hinani Ka'ala. Hinani Ka'ala, la la, Hinani la la la. Hinani Ka'ala, la la, Hinani la la la. One la 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 la, katakan ni ko la 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 la. One la la la, katakan ni ko la 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 la. Kailua, kailua la la la. Huki, huki. Kailua la la la. Huki, huki. Waiahole, Waiahole la la la. Hole la la la, hole la la la, see hole la la la, haina, haina la 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 la, haina yo la la la, haina la la la, haina yo, haina ho, haina la la la, haina yo la la la. We're going to give our 2 lovely ladies a break while we feature our hula kani. They do for you a song. Taking you on a
Hawaii ka holo holo ka Oniem na ka hui la la le alilo Wa koe a pao pono Na hua helu e kawana
and they say, let's you and I go on a car ride, Hawaiian style. As we jump in, we'll watch that speedometer go up and down. Alava,
Alava I ho e makao Hua na ka makan mi hema
cause
Mea le ka pina me tai hona Rene si se ala nui
as we go for our car ride, that wind blows through our hair as we travel up and down that crooked old road.
O ka pa kauna le a ka pahinga Ahua le no ka mai o kua E ia ka o lai a palaka sau
Such a beautiful moonlit evening it is. However, we hit that stop sign and it's time to turn around and go on home. Aina.
Aina ko e kule Ke uli ho I me taua
Step on the gas pedal.
Ko nani Ke uli nei ka hui la
Once again, the Haina verse brings us to the end of our hula about our car ride Hawaiian style. Hanaho one more time.
Haina koe hie kule, ke uli hoi e taua. Step on the gas, not on beep beep, ke uli nei ka hui hoa.
Aloha ka'a, our comrade song. Mahalo. Our dancers end this portion of our show, taking us to the Valley Island of Maui, the second largest island. Release, please. Our dancers change into their final costume and return to bring this Tuesday evening performance to a close. Many days lady in Hawaii, garlands of flowers everywhere. All of the colors in the rainbow, maidens with blossoms in their hair, flowers that mean we should be happy, throwing aside a load of care. Oh, maybe it's lady in Hawaii, maybe it's happy day of a dear. Mayday is lady in Hawaii, garlands of flowers everywhere, all of the colors in the rainbow, maidens with blossoms in their hair, flowers that mean we should be happy, throwing aside a load of care. Oh, Mayday is Mayday in Hawaii, Mayday is happy day out here, Mayday is happy day out here. Mayday is Mayday in Hawaii. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed your Tuesday evening here at Helamo, the Royal Hawaiian Center. There are performances here 5 days a week. From Tuesday through Saturday evening, all the performances are from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. for those 5 nights. On Saturday at lunchtime, we feature a Keiki Halau, or a children's hula school, and that is around lunchtime. I'm not exactly sure when they perform. Our visitors, written back in the early 1870s, I think up just about 1873. The composer was the youngest brother of our last king. He wrote this love song about an affair taking place at court. Well, more than 100 years have transpired, and a song is still performed many, many times. But in modern times, it's sung very, very differently than the Prince intended it to be sung. This is our brand, our style of doing the song. Many of you may recognize it, many of you will not. But those of you that do recognize it, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it. Cookies, please.